You guys doing? All right. I'm going to get myself up on my iPad here. Okay. Just a second. Okay, I see myself. Let's get chat up. There I am. There I am. All right, let me turn myself down. Okay, there we go. All right, so we will wait for some people to get in here. This is the project that we are going to be working on today. Hey, Artsy Girl. Hey, Carrie. How you guys doing? Good to see you. So good to see you. Yeah, I can see you guys perfectly. And can you guys hear me? I guess I should always do a sound check before I get started. I just get started. This is what I'm making today. I've made one and we're going to make another one of these. It'll be a little bit different as far as this part, but hi Debbie, how you doing? Hi Grungy Girl. Glad to see you guys. I was just saying this is the project that I'm going to be working on today. Well, this one's done. And I'm going to make another one of these. Sounds great? Good. Also, I have some things I want to show you guys. Let me get it together here. Let me move this out of the way. And we'll just sit and wait for another few minutes before we get completely started, just so that, you know, other people can join in if they want. And I can gather a few things here. If I have anything that's artsy or crafty and it's a good deal and I think people would want to hear about it, I'll always show you guys. So that's what I'm getting together right now. Okay, and let me see if there's anything else that I got. Guess I want that information. Anybody else pop in? Hey Janice, how you doing? Oh Janice, you're not late. We just got started. You're fine. Let me just see. Is there anything else I got? Oh yeah, I got this too. I didn't buy a ton of stuff this week. Well, what I'm waiting for is Hobby Lobby. You guys, the big announcement, I'm sure you guys already have heard, but Hobby Lobby is has already started their clearances. And I'm waiting for stamps. I'm waiting for the Tim Holtz stuff, which should hopefully in my store be this week. And then they get to the fine art section. And that's the other area I can't wait for them to get to. Which should be coming up. I'm just trying to gather anything I bought this week that I thought was a good deal. And I want to talk to you guys about it. I bought another dark brown. Okay, I bought this one. And I bought another one of these. Okay. Me and the acrylic paint, every other week I'm always buying a couple new colors or replacing the old ones. Okay, let's see. Oh, just had a nice little crafty avalanche. Okay, let me see if anybody else came in. Okay. I don't know if I said hi to Debbie. Did I say hi to Debbie? Well, Debbie, hello. How you doing? Okay, we have enough people in and watching. I just want to show you guys, so before I show you guys what I got this week, this is what we're going to be making today. This is that Finniabair type of art that I love doing. Just another version of mixed media. It's really another version of collage. But instead of using paper, we're using elements. So I'm going to show you guys that. Just one second. Let me grab one more thing that I forgot about. Just a second. All right. Just a second. I had to grab this box. There's some things I wanted to show you guys that I forgot to take out, of course. These aren't new. These are things I've had, but I just want to show you where I'm getting these from. Okay. All right. I think I've gathered everything together now. All right. Anybody else join in? Thank you, Artsy Girl. Oh, there was nothing on, let's see. Janice said, I went to Hobby Lobby and there's nothing on sale. The paints, they should have been on sale for like 40 or 50% off as of yesterday. But starting Monday, that sale will be off and there'll be another week before they have the paints on sale again. Hey, Northern Snowbird, how you doing? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Anybody else who came in, what this is this is that Finniabair type of art. I also call it salvaged art because you can use anything to create this type of art. And what this was, so we're going to be creating this today. What this was the Dollar Tree Christmas tins that everybody was buying for cookies. Well, I bought a bunch so that I could alter them and do this Finniabair style art. Or salvaged art. I call it salvaged art too. It's kind of my own little name for it. But I use a lot of the Finniabair products to create it. So that's what we're going to be creating today. Okay, so I just want to show you a few things that I bought this week that's crafty related that I think is a good deal and I want to pass the deals on. Really quickly, I did a video this week where what did I do? I played with my jelly plate and I used metallics on black cardstock and that came out really cool. And let me show you how it came out. I got this. I already started collaging with it, so that's why it's only half. But look how cool this is. Well, it's an Aztec calendar. I didn't even know what it was, but after further research, this is what this is. It's like an Aztec inspired calendar, I should say. So I printed out a bunch of these. They're all on black cardstock. Look how cool they look. Isn't that fabulous? And I did it with metallics on black, and it just came out so cool. So this is a new thing that I will always keep on hand. And I did a page in my, did I do it in my journal? Oh no, I did that big, huge poster size collage. And I used these type of things on there. Okay, so what I did was I researched, because everybody was asking about that stencil. This is the shower mat, which still came out cool with the metallics. Everyone was asking about that stencil. Well, it wasn't a stencil. It was a texture plate that I got from Zandra, but then she closed her shop, and I don't even know what the name of it was called. So I went online and found two different stencils that look, oh, here, let me put on a cardstock, that are Aztec calendars. So it looks similar to that. So it'll give you a similar effect. Isn't this cool? Okay. And I have one more and it's coming. So I'll have to show it to you next week when it comes. But look how cool. I think I'm going to love this one even more than the other one. So this you can put right on your jelly plate, press it in, and then take a print off of it. I think it'll come out fabulous. This might even make a great texture plate where you take the gesso or the, not gesso, the texture paste, I think that's the word, and put it through the stencil. It might make one of those really good too. The holes are really small, so that's why I think it might just be better just to put right onto the jelly plate. I have one more of these Aztec calendars coming. And like I said, I'll show you next week. I wanted to get here before today, but it didn't. But anyway, I wanted to show you I wanted to show you what the name okay, I'll show you the name of the company. Okay, how much it cost? It was $9.79. It cost $3.82 to ship. So it was $14.43. So it really wasn't cheap, but I really wanted it, and I wanted to let you guys know where to get it if you want to create some prints like this or something similar. It's called Concepts Refified. That's the name of the company on eBay. I'm going to have a clickable link after this video in the description of both places that I got these Aztec calendars. So don't worry about that. I will have that in the description. Okay, let me see if anybody has any questions. And I can't wait to use this. Oh, I'm excited. That'll be a video coming up very soon. There. All right, let me see if anybody has anything to say. And you guys, if you have anything you want to say to me, or a question, or just anything you want to say to me, put it in capital letters. And that way I won't miss it. Isn't that, Janice, isn't that a fabulous stencil? Okay. Okay, I'm just... Thank you, Janice, for telling me you like the colors. Thank you, Debbie. Janice said she loved that video. Artsy Girl, Finniabair or Salvage Art Project. Yes. Okay. And let me see if I missed saying hi to anybody also. Artsy Girl, you were on top of it, girl. Thank you so much. Okay. I think I've said hi to everybody. Okay, I just want to make sure I said hi to everyone. Okay, next. I just picked up some more paints this week. No big deal. I picked up neutral gray because I needed this gray color. Someone had told me to get the darker gray. I forgot what it was called. Right now, I'm not in the need for the darker gray, but I did look at it. So it may be something I get down the road for sure. Because I did see it there. These were 50% off this week. So that was good. Oh, I can't do. Oh, yeah, I can't do that. I was going to bring my camera out, but remember what happened last time I did that? That was not good. Okay. And then so I needed this gray because I was making my gray and I just want to have one in the tube. And then this raw umber, I use this all the time. And then I always use this red ochre. So these were $3 this last week. So this week they won't be on sale. They're on sale every other week. So, and I like using the thicker bodied, more like fine art paints in the fine art section because they work really good on the jelly plate. They build up on the jelly plate because they're so thick. They leave a lot of paint behind so you can build your plate up and then get those old walls. So that's why I like to get these ones. Okay. Next. Oh, and then I ordered this book. This is a book of postcards. It's that how do you say his name? Mucha? His art. And you guys, it's all postcards. Oh my gosh. This was like, I think $6. So I'll be using some of this. Isn't this gorgeous? I'll be using some of these in some of my collages for sure. As focal points. Look how beautiful. I love his work. Just beautiful. This I got from eBay also. And so this is what, if you want to copy this down, this is what to look for. Okay. Just to show you guys so you know what to look for if you want to get this on eBay. I order from eBay more. Well, I sell on eBay for one. I have a store on eBay. And so I buy on eBay more, and eBay always has better prices for a lot of things than Amazon does. Not everything, but a lot of things. So that's why you always hear me say eBay more than Amazon, in my opinion. I mean, they don't have that shipping like next day or whatever when you pay the $100 or whatever, but the prices are better in my opinion. Isn't this just beautiful? Okay, I don't want to take too long, so I'll just go through a few more pages. And these are like really thick. They're postcards. So they're just really, really thick. These are fabulous. And like I said, I checked on this. I looked it up online, and then I also checked with some Etsy sellers. I saw a lot of Etsy sellers selling copies in their printable packages of Mucha, I think that's how you say his name's work. And I said, are you able to do that because it's what do they call it? Public domain? And they said, yeah, it's public domain, because if it's over, is it 100 years or something like that? If it's over 100 years old, I believe that's what it is, over 100 years old, then it's public domain. So I will put some of these in my next printables. So, okay, because those have been kind of nice to have. Okay, so I think that's everything. Is that everything I got this week? Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of stuff, but I might have a nice little haul next week, because Hobby Lobby should be getting to a bunch of stuff that I want. So, and this is the time I try to stock up on a lot of good stuff. You know what? Also, your mediums. When Hobby Lobby starts clearancing the fine art section, you guys look, this matte gel medium, this stuff's expensive. Look at this. This is a 16-ounce fluid. I got it for $6.49. This was probably like $30 or something. I can't see the thing. $35. So just when the fine art section goes on clearance, make sure you check out all this, because I mean, you can't beat that. $6.49 for this matte medium. It's crazy. Okay, let me see if there's any questions before we get started. Hi, Adrian. How are you doing? Oh, wonderful. I love Pamela. Isn't she a sweetie? Absolutely love her. She's one of my good friends. I'm so glad she sent you over, and I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's get started, because this is a big project. Also, if I don't finish it today, no big deal. We'll just continue on to it next week. So for everyone who just came in, this is what we're going to work with. This is already finished. I did one. We're going to do another one, but I'm going to change up this part. And this is what you call that Finniabair style art, or I like to call it salvaged art, because you can use anything. You don't have to use the pieces I'm using. You can use anything that you like to collect to create stuff like this. Old jewelry bits, things you find at garage sales, thrift stores. So, and what this was, it was a cookie tin, those Christmas cookie tins that you get at Dollar Tree. I can't get it back open. Anyway, that's what this was. So this was like, it had Christmas stuff all over it. And now look at it. I think it looks pretty cool. Let's come up a little closer so you can really see it. All right, so let's get started. Thank you, Janice. Thanks, Adrian. And I think Kelly just came in. Hi, Kelly. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're new. I think you're gonna like it. We have fun. Oh, and the other thing is, we'll be doing a giveaway at the end. Okay. So we'll probably try to go till 4 o'clock, and about 3:45 we'll do 2 giveaways. Okay, like normal. Okay. So I've already prepped this one. Again, this is a tin, those Christmas cookie tins from Christmas time from Dollar Tree, and I went ahead and put some heavy black gesso, 2 coats, I think 2 coats on here. So this is what it looks like. Okay. It doesn't have to be Finniabair, but I love her products. So I use this, and it's easier if it's a heavy gesso, because then the coverage happens a lot easier, especially when you have print. I had Christmas prints all over this. So that's been prepared. Now I have pieces that I've prepared also. I'm going to take a second to explain this, because I'm sure anybody who wants to do this has questions. And this is going to answer the questions before we get started. Okay, so I have all these pieces that I've prepared. They've been put into molds. Again, you don't have to do this type of work. You don't have to have the Finniabair molds or any other molds and mold pieces. You can simply just use jewelry bits, things you find from thrift stores, from Dollar Tree, whatever, okay? I just happen to love all the Finniabair stuff, so I did These are all made from molds. And they're made from these molds right here. Let me show you. Like this piece right here. Isn't that fabulous? That is made from this mold here. No, these are not cheap. These were $20 a piece. But when you figure it out price per use, I mean, look, it's fabulous. You can make necklaces out of these. You can use them for your Finniabair art. You can do so much stuff with this, right? And you use it over and over and over. So I don't mind spending good money on stuff like this because I can use it over and over and over. If I can't use it over and over, I don't like to spend 20 bucks. So there's that one. Let me show you another one. This one right here and this one. These are both, here's this one. These are both, what do you call these? Oh, damn it, my brain. Okay, but you see what I'm talking about, these pieces. It's going to enter my brain in just a second or someone will yell it at me. This is the molds for these. Aren't they fabulous? And I'm going to discuss what I use to make these. This is also one of those, but then I put a flower on top. This is just a joy bit from my joy stash of stuff that I have for doing this kind of work. And then wings. On the other piece, I think I had these wings. Isn't this cool? Look at this. Just let me show it to you. Isn't that fabulous? Look at all these wings. I think I had used both of these wings in that other piece I did. I just showed you guys this, and I think I used these wings. Okay. Then she has this thing where she has like, she has some stuff that's very steampunky, which I love. So, these are like dinosaur skeleton heads. Sorry. And bat wings, but I like stuff like this because it's very steampunk. And then this one, I have some pieces made from it. This one is like skeleton heads, bat wings, bones, like all that kind of stuff. And the bat wings are right here. And these were all like $20 a piece. So yeah, they're kind of expensive. But like I said, price per use them over and over. So these are the bat wings. So that's where I got this. And then did I pull? Oh, I didn't pull that one. I wanted to show you this one. That right there is a frame. I thought I pulled that one. Oh, you know, I think I have something. Okay, that one's in the other room because I'm still molding some stuff in there. So anyway, I have a mold that creates these frames. Isn't that fabulous? And it creates there you go. And it creates a smaller frame too. And it creates some other stuff in that mold. But that mold's in my other room. And then this piece right here is going to be on the front of the piece. Isn't this cool? Now, this are the molds that I got 3 of them for $25 from Xandra. And that was a fabulous deal because they're $20 a piece. So let me show you. This is the only one I have in my room right now. The other two are in the other room with being molded out. But this is one of the ones. Isn't that cool? Now, this is one of the 3 for $25 I got from Xandra's shop, the one that closed. So it was one that looks, it's not this exact one, but it's one that looks something like that where I molded this out of there. So these molds are worth getting because you can use them over and over and they produce so much cool stuff. Okay, now, and then I'll look at chat in just a second. Okay, this right here is made from resin, casting resin. Now, I messed up this last time. I like to get the white resin, not the clear, but this is clear, okay? Also, I like to get the fast drying, which means within 20 minutes to an hour, it'll be dry. Well, it looks like this box, okay? See? But I got the wrong one. I got high gloss for one. It's clear, and it takes 24 hours to dry. So I'm going to use it up just because, you know, I bought it. I did use a coupon on this at the time. I got it at Hobby Lobby when they had coupons. But anyway, you go to Michael's or something. Use a coupon because this is expensive. It's like 20 bucks. I only use the casting resins when it's something that's has a lot of fine, like something like this. See how fine this is? You can't use clay for this because it has to be really fine because it's so fine. But you can use plaster of Paris. You can use plaster of Paris for any mold, and it molds out anything really good. And plaster of Paris is cheap, you guys. You can buy $7 and buy like a carton of it. So I would definitely get plaster of Paris and do that because that's a great deal too. See, this one right here. This is plaster of Paris. See. So I've molded it out of all kinds of things. Now I'm going to show you one other thing I molded out of, which was clay. Okay, see this piece here? Aren't these women just so cool? Okay, now that's clay, right? Let me show you the clay. The clay, what the good news about the clay is you can get it at the Dollar Tree. It's the air dry clay. I've had this for over a year, you guys. People told me it dries out. It is not dried out yet. And I bought like 10 of them because they go really quickly. So it's not like they always have them. But if you see them and you want to do this kind of stuff, pick up quite a few. I do keep them in a container like this. Okay, from Dollar Tree. These containers. I keep them, a bunch of them in that. And this may also help keep them moist, you know. So, all right. So I want to discuss the molds and all the different ways that you can cast things. But if you use the clay, I wouldn't try doing this with clay. I would only do the resin or the plaster of Paris. Okay. If you're going to do something like this, you can do it out of clay. Oh, and if it's smaller and it's intricate, you can use the clay if it's small. Because this one, oh, this one wasn't clay. This one was. If it's small. But the big one, like I wouldn't do this one out of clay because it's just too big for it and it doesn't get all the design. So things that aren't too intricate and things that are smaller, you can use the clay. Also, you can use the clay if you want to do a bottle, like a wine bottle. I'll try to grab a decorative wine bottle that I've done before all this is over. And so you can see how you can decorate wine bottles too, because I do a lot of wine bottles. And that you have to use clay because you have to form it around the bottle. And you have to use some molding paste to glue it on. Is that what I used? Modeling paste. So, okay, so let me make room. Put these away. Let me check chat because I haven't checked chat for a little bit. Okay. Okay, Carrie, gallons of what? I can buy what by the gallons? Yeah, tell me what I can buy by the gallon. I've talked about so many things, so. See, Rose, you never tried plaster of Paris? That works so good. You know what else I do? And I don't even measure it. It's like cooking. I make the plaster of Paris up and I throw a little Elmer's glue in there. Just a little bit, pour a little Elmer's glue. It like hardens it a little bit more. So I learned that from somebody on YouTube a long time ago. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anybody else. Oh, you can use hot glue in the mold too? Oh, cool. I never thought about using the hot glue. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, everyone's saying they love Finniabair products. Yeah, they are expensive. Hey, Scraps to Beauty. Oh, so I'm so glad you caught me. I was just talking about you, Scraps to Beauty, because I said that I had bought the 3 molds from you, from your store. And what a great deal it was, 3 for $25 when these molds are $20 a piece usually. So, Scraps to Beauty, I'm going to show you what I'm making today, just so you know. This is what I'm making. These were the cookie tins from Dollar Tree at Christmas time. So this is all made from pretty much all the Finniabair molds. A few things are from my own stash. And then this is what it looks like. So I'm going to get started because I've been talking enough. Okay. I know, Xandra. I was sad to hear that you were closing your store, though. That wasn't good. I mean, I guess it was good if you wanted to close your store, of course. But yeah, I was sad to hear you're closing your store. So, but when you sold those for 3 for $25, I almost passed out. I was like, oh my goodness, I have got to get those. Okay, so let's put our pieces over here. Let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the paint. The painting the thing. Oh, and I did pre-paint all my pieces black. Use that black gesso by Finniabair. That heavy black gesso. I did paint all my pieces. Now, Finniabair herself, I think that's her name. I just call her Finniabair. I'm not sure what her first name is, but anyway, she paints her stuff after she glues it on, and then she uses the gesso, white or black gesso. And she does a good job getting it all painted up, but I don't know. I just decided to go ahead and pre-paint my pieces. Okay, so let me take this off and let's get started. First, I want to create texture. So to create texture, I'm going to use some of my printables. Should have grabbed a few things. All right. I'm going to use my printables. And I'm also going to use some pattern pieces to create wrinkles. And this is going to give me texture and give me a nice base of color. And some of this will probably show through. So I probably will let something show through, like I do my art all the time. So I got some of my printables here, okay, of some stuff, or jelly prints. So let me get my matte gel and my paintbrush. Yeah, I have everything right out in the open. So let's start right here and start tearing some things up. So I'm going to tear this. This is one of my printables that I've recently done. So these are the kind, and I'm using the colors that I'll be using on the piece. So I'll be using, you know, browns and the copper and some of that turquoisey color. So all right, let me see if I need to adjust this camera a little bit. All right, there we go. And I'll check chat in just about 5 minutes. Let me just get started. What's everybody working on today? Are you guys crafting along? Are you watching and doing housework or dishes? I'm so glad to be crafting. I've been cleaning all morning, so that's really is not fun. I'm not going to say I'm one of those people who's like, I love cleaning. I don't. You know why I don't love cleaning? Well, for one, I just don't think it's fun, but I'd rather be arting, you know? But, you know, it's a necessary evil. You have to clean your house. So you can't art all the time. You do got to clean your house. So my floors are mopped and the dishes are done and the bathrooms are clean. So that feels good. Laundry's in the washing machine. So that feels good. All right. And then I want to add, like I said, when I put the paint over this, I will have some of this stuff peeking through, just like how I do my artwork all the time. I want to have a little bit of course, a map, right? Okay, we'll put that right there. And this is all creating texture, color, and interest. And I still will be putting paint over this also, but it just gives a really good base. Just like when I do my collages or any of my mixed media backgrounds, I always put like these type of papers on to create everything I just said. So And in about a few minutes, I'll check the chat. So if you're asking me anything, I will check in just a second. I like to try to get started. Because would I talk for the first 20 minutes? Half an hour? I should have said if you're watching the replay, just to fast forward. I got to start saying that. If they don't want to, you know, listen to me babble on about what I bought for the week or anything else. Okay, so we got some good texture going on here and some cool interest. We're going to go to the side. You know what else I want? Do I have a love letter? I usually like a love letter. Let's see if I have it here. If I don't, I have enough stuff on here. Oh, I have a love letter. Here we go. I like to take the Tim Holtz and always dye these up or coffee stain them. I love to use love letters and maps. Mix it with the jelly prints. I think that looks fabulous. All right. I have a magazine over here on the side that I'm using as a glue surface. So whenever you see me go to the side, that's what I'm doing. And then I'll save all these bits, of course, to make stamps, the grungy stamps. And someone said last week, they said, why don't you also make washi tape out of that same idea? So I am going to have a thing where I just make washi tape out of them, out of all the little scraps. That was a fabulous idea. All right, let me get this piece done here, and then I will check chat. And I consider this, like, you know how I love to do my collages? I consider this collage too. It's just with elements instead of using, it's using elements instead of using just paper. So it's the same thing. I do the same thing over and over and over. It's still collage. Some people say, oh, you do so many things. Not really. If you look at everything I do, it's always collage. Just depends on what I want to use to collage with, but it's always collage. Because collage is my favorite thing to do. All right. Let me check the chat, see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Yeah, Adrian, I love Tim Holtz. Hey, Xandra, what does TY mean? I should know that, I'm sure. Thank you, Artsy Girl. Yeah, I don't know how to put a link in there. Oh, let me tell you where the link is. Thank you, Xandra, from my shop, from my Etsy shop. Below all my videos, I have a link to my shop. Below this video, and about an hour after the video, you know, it has to upload, I make sure that I put a link to my Etsy shop. So, but it is My Fairy Treasures. But you can, but I'll have a clickable link after the video. Thank you, Xandra. And I think Artsy Girl, she put up that it's My Fairy Treasure. So thank you, Artsy Girl. There's always so much to say that I didn't even think to say. If you want to go to my Etsy shop, and what I have in there is I have my printables. So I have January's printables, which are jelly prints, and other papers that I've created for collage and backgrounds. You can use them for so many things. Junk journaling, art journaling. collages. You can use them for so many things. Card making. And then I have a bunch of my artwork in there too. So if you want to check it out, you are welcome. I'm excited for March's printables. I've already started working on them and they're almost done. So I'll try to have them ready for next week. I think next week will be the last weekend before the end of the month. Even if it's not, just because you guys come to my live, I will let you guys have the first look at it and I'll show it next week. So I think it should be done by next week. Okay. Using this piece now. Alrighty. Yeah, I said I was going to do something like this a few weeks ago, and I'm just now getting to it. I said I was going to do this Finniabair style art, and people were saying, oh, do that. Oh, exciting. I just ordered, Finniabair just came out with their new release. It's probably the only thing I buy that when a new release comes out that I actually will buy and pay full price because I'm kind of cheap. But it's Finniabair. Oh, and also a lot of stuff from Jane Davenport because I love Jane Davenport stuff also. So I should say that too. But Finniabair just came out with matte these things. I'll show you because I have them sitting right here. These ones were her metallic line, but she's coming out with matte ones. The waxes. This is just 2 of them. I have a whole bunch of them. But these waxes, there we go. And this one is Firebird. It's a metallic wax. So now she's coming out with matte waxes. So I bought all the ones she had. I think there's 6 new colors, 5 or 6 new colors. So I picked up those. And what else did I get? I picked up a couple of other things. Anyway, I picked up quite a few things from her new line. So I told my husband, I said, I got my birthday present. Because it was a little costly. But I love her stuff. I love creating with it. So, and the matte waxes you can use to make things look antique. They kind of remind me of Tim Holtz stuff in a wax. It's really cool. It's kind of like they're waxes that are sheer. You have to do them over a light surface like white or a beige, something like that. And they're cool. And you can really like antique stuff, like the Tim Holtz inks, you antique stuff. So I'm excited to get those. Can't think of what else I got. I ordered one other thing. I can't remember what it was. I don't know. Oops. What was it? I don't know. There's a couple other things. So hopefully that'll be here by next week. I'm sure it will be. Is Finniabair, did I see that? I'm not sure if it was Finniabair. Is that located in Arizona? No, that was another store. Never mind. That one's not located in Arizona. I was like, because if it's located in Arizona, it'll be here in a couple days. Let's put that on there for a little extra. All right. All right, so this is just for texture. And next is going to be some pattern paper. And that's going to create a lot of wrinkles, which is going to create a lot of good texture. You can also create texture with using stencils, doing some texture paste through a stencil. And that'll give you texture also. But I'm choosing it to do it like this, so. Okay. Here we go. All right. And like I said, all the colors I'm using are the colors that are going to be in the paint that we put over this. So to give it a nice base of color, it'll give us all this gives us a nice base of texture. And also things that can peekaboo through the, what is on my brush? Peekaboo through the paint. And I will check chat in a second. We'll put this piece over here. All right, let me check chat here. Thank you, Artsy Girl. Okay, thank you, Janice. Yes, Pisces unite, Artsy Girl. My birthday's March 18th. I know yours is in March too. Thank you, Debbie. I have my new links from Jane coming this week. My new inks. Oh, you have your new inks coming, Zandra, from Jane Davenport? How cool. This is what Janice says. Janice says, okay, I'm back. I'm arguing with my neighbor. His big dog came over on my yard, and his big dog eats my dogs up. I don't mind the dog having it, but my dog doesn't get enough to eat. Oh my goodness. Okay, Northern Snowboard said, I'm waiting for Amazon to deliver my roller today, and I can start making my jelly print. Oh, cool. You can start jelly printing. Yay. Okay. Okay, Xander just said yes. What was that too? Okay. Oh, her new journal too. Did you Xander, did you order from Xander, did you order directly from her out of the country, or did you order from a store here in the United States? How'd you order? And Xandra, did I hear that she's going to that Jane Davenport is going to start carrying some stuff again? Like at one of the scrapbook stores? Did I hear that right or no? I did like when she had that stuff at Michael's. We didn't have to pay for shipping. We could just go down the street and get it. But her stuff is so fabulous that I'll pay shipping. I love Jane Davenport. Okay. So what does Xandra have to say? Yes, from her website. Okay. And she has new paints coming to our stores. Yes, that's right. Okay, she does have paints coming. That's what I thought. I think I heard her say it herself. So that's where I thought I had heard it from. When I was watching one of her, videos on Facebook, I heard her say that. That would have been a design team I would have loved to have been on. But when she was taking people for her design team, I didn't even know about it. I missed that. I would have loved to apply for it. Does she still have a design team, Sandra? I'm just curious. Sorry, Sandra, I'm asking you a lot of questions. Sandra's like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to watch. Because I know you're on her design team, or you used to be on her design team. Okay, what does Sandra say? She has new things. I love it when she comes to my chat. Oh, I know. That's cool that she comes to your chat. I think I'd pass out if she came to my chat. I literally would just pass out. Okay, no design team. What I'm using to glue everything down with is I'm using matte gel medium. And I was just telling people, I think it was before you got on, you know, Hobby Lobby's having their clearance right now on everything. Well, they're going to get to the fine art section pretty soon, which I can't wait. And last year I picked a ton of these up because they were only, this is a 16-ounce tub of it for $6.49. This was probably $30. So I'm using matte gel, and it's great. It's a little thicker than a lot of the other ones. They're more liquidy. It's a little bit thicker, but it's great. So, and I think I have 2 more jars after this, and then I'm done with it. So I'm happy that hopefully I can get it on clearance again. So I haven't had to buy matte gel medium for a year. It's been great because this stuff's expensive. I'm horrible. I'm so about the deals. Okay. So now we have texture on here. So now I'm going to use some pattern paper now to get wrinkles. So we can get some really good texture going. And I'll start on this and then we'll go to the other piece. We're moving along quick with this. Well, it's one thing is because so this is a pattern. So I'm just using some pattern pieces. I think I'm moving along so quickly because for one, I kind of prepped before the video. I've already done this once already, so I don't have to really think about it because I've already done it. So if I can, especially if I'm going to be going live, I'll try to, I will try, oh, and make sure you wrinkle this, like make sure it doesn't go on evenly. You want to make sure it's wrinkled. It's very easy to wrinkle it. So make sure it goes on wrinkly. But like I said, I try to, before I go on live, I try to have done the project in the past, or I try to do the project before I go on. So usually I just demo something or do something that I've done earlier in the week or I've done before. Because I don't want to, you know what I'm afraid of? I don't want to waste people's time if like I'm experimenting and the crap don't work out. People are like, oh, thanks. Thanks for wasting my time. I came on here to be inspired. I came in here to maybe learn something. And you're over here messing up. So, anyway. But that's just me. It just gets me a little nervous to do things I've never done before and then be experimenting. So when people are here to watch. But like I said, that's just me. Okay, so I just put texture all over this. See how that looks now? You can go over the sides too and put texture, but I'm not going to worry about it. The main thing people look at, I'll be putting paint on that part, of course. But the main thing people are going to be looking at are the sides and the top. And the main thing they're going to be looking at is the top. But I will put paint, of course, on the sides. Okay. And what I like also about the pattern paper, like it's like just like napkins, of course, it's see-through. So make sure that you create wrinkles with your pattern paper. Only me would be saying, make sure you put wrinkles. Most people are trying to like, get no wrinkles. Oh, no, not me. I want plenty of wrinkles. Plenty of wrinkles, plenty of texture. Most things I do, it's going to be hard to mess up. Because I want everything to look like an old wall. Or like one of the girls said last week, her daughter said, why does everything Angela make look like it comes out of the ground? I'm like, that is such a compliment. Goal accomplished. I like everything to look like an old wall. Like I dug it up out of the ground. Like it's some old artifact. I love it. So this gives a lot of good texture. Okay, let's go to this side. I'll check chat here in just a second. Thank goodness for baby wipes. What would we do without baby wipes, you guys? It's like your instant sink, so you can keep your hands clean. Otherwise, this tissue paper would be all over my hands. Okay, we got a lot of good wrinkling going here. Let's get some stuff on this side. And I know people are like, girl, you're just slapping that stuff on. Yep, I am. And the more the more you just slap it on, the better it's going to look. All right. Create wrinkles. There we go. Oh, we got one more side. Thought we had this one done. Okay. Get some more wrinklage going. All right. Now, did we get all the sides covered? Yes, we did. Let me make sure I got all the sides. Everything's down because we're going crazy with this. Okay. Let me put my brush in the water. Get my hands. Okay, and then what we're going to do next is we're going to have to dry this with the blow dryer. And we'll just blow dry both pieces. And so it'll be a little bit of noise, you guys. Sorry. But, I'll talk loud and I'll be able to look at chat while I blow dry all this, right? Okay. We are moving along. All right, let me just get myself a little organized here. I don't need any more of this. Let me get things out of the way that I don't need. All right, let me check out the chat too. And let me get my blow dryer started. Okay, so here's the noise of my blow dryer, you guys. So, sorry. Okay, what does Northern Snowbird say? Let's see. Toilet paper or paper towels for certain things. Yeah, toilet paper, paper towels, tissue paper, all that for sure. Oh yeah, gauze would be really nice too. The only thing, Janice, is that I'm trying not to get too much texture because I do love gauze. And I also love the stuff that you can get from Dollar Tree. That's at Halloween time. That looks like cheesecloth. But we're laying elements on top. So you kind of want them to lay a little flat. So that's why I chose the tissue paper. So things can still lay a little flat. Yeah, Xander, you try to prepare too. Yeah, because it kind of stresses you out. You're like, okay, I don't want to you don't want to make a complete mess. And then you just feel like everyone's looking at you. You're like, sorry. The printed paper looks good. Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. Okay, anybody else say anything? Thanks, Janice. Matte gel. Wow, I thought you were using a glue stick. Janice, I'm losing my mind. What you using to... Oh, somebody else asked me what I'm using. Okay, I'll answer that. Okay, the glue that I did use, I think someone else asked that, is matte medium, matte gel medium. And like I said, I picked this up from Hobby Lobby last year. I picked up like 3 or 4 of these. I think 4. I'm down. I have one more after this one because this one's almost done. But I only paid $6.50 for 16 ounces. So Hobby Lobby's going to be clearancing out a bunch of stuff in their fine art section, and hopefully they're clearancing out their mediums and their flexible molding paste and all that. And when they do, you guys pick them up. I mean, I hate to say this, but last year I spent $100 and I bought a ton of the matte medium, the matte gel mediums, and a ton of the flexible molding paste, because the flexible molding paste is what I'm going to glue on these pieces with. Also, you can use this to a stencil, of course, for texture or for design. But and this was only $6.74. These were probably like $35-40. So $6.74, $6.50, like, yeah. So just be on the lookout in the next few weeks. I'm sure the art section will be going on clearance. Okay, let me start drying this. And this is matte medium or matte gel medium. So the matte gel and matte medium, they're all the same. It's just the matte gel's a little bit thicker. And I love working with it, the thick stuff. So it works just the same as the one that's more liquidy. All right, let me start drying this. Bye, Sandra. Thanks, Adrian. I'm gonna turn off my dryer for a second. Someone said that they thought I was using Mod Podge. Now, if you have Mod Podge or you have clear glue, you can use that too. But the problem is afterwards is if you want to add paint on top, it leaves a shiny surface, so it doesn't make it a very paintable surface. But what you can do, and this saves you some money if you just want to use regular old white glue or Mod Podge. Regular white glue is the cheapest way to go. Add a little water to thin it out a little bit maybe, but you spray clear matte spray paint, and you can get that for a couple bucks at Walmart. Clear matte spray paint. Spray that after your stuff dries, and it will make it matte so that you can paint over that surface. So it's a clear matte spray paint. So just want to say that. Let me turn my dryer back on. This is drying pretty quick, so it's matte medium, so it dries quick. No problem, no problem, Rose. I was gonna say, in fact, okay, this is all dry. I told you I love. This is one thing for if you want things to dry fast though, using the clear matte medium, it dries really fast. Unlike if you used white glue or if you use Mod Podge, it don't dry this fast. So for demoing or doing something like this, for me, it's probably best I use this right now. Oh, I got the hiccups. I hope I don't got the hiccups. What was I going to say? Oh, really quickly. Before I got this great deal on matte medium, I had gotten tired of paying the price for matte medium or matte gel medium. So I did do the matte spray paint. What you can do to make kind of a matte medium is you take like a cup of glue in a measuring cup. Maybe you don't have to measure it out exactly, but let's just do it for the sake of, so you know what I'm talking about. 1 cup of white glue, add a little water just to thin it a little bit, and then take 10 squirts of that clear matte spray paint and stir it up. And it makes more of a matte glue. I still would spray the matte spray paint over my whole thing after it dried. After the glue dried, I would still spray the matte spray paint just to make it even more matte so I can make sure it's paintable. But I did that for a long time before I started buying this because it's expensive and I was sick and tired of paying for it. So, because I'm cheap. Okay, so now is time for the paint part. Let's do first the top. And the colors I used the colors I am going to use are this Raw Umber by Master's Touch. You get from Hobby Lobby. Get them every other week when they're half off, and they'll be like $3. Okay. And I hope no one gets tired of me always talking about price. But this is the thing, is that, this all stuff is not cheap. So I like to let you know how you can get a good deal. I like to let you know how much things are, so you know what you're looking at, where to buy the things. Because when I first started crafting, or even now, I want to know when people say stuff or show me things, I'm like, okay, where do I buy it? How much is it? I want the information so I can start doing it. Okay, so I'm using the brown red, which is not, it's a brown red, but it's really like a coppery metallic. Again, Master's Touch. I'm going to use this. This is called emerald green, but really it's like a turquoise, but it's more of the greenish turquoise, but it's a turquoise color. I love it. And then I'm going to use the antique gold, again by Master's Touch. Okay. A lot of times I usually use the Finniabair like waxes and stuff, but this time I used my own paints because it was just the colors that I wanted to use. So, oh, this one's, I need to open this up. Just a second. This is a new bottle. Just a second. You know what I like about these is it doesn't allow that much air to get to them, so they don't dry up as quickly as other things. Like tubs of stuff dry out. Okay, so I have that color. This color. The gold. I'm just putting them all here on my mat. That's what I love about this glass mat. This glass mat's the bomb. It's one of the best things I ever bought. I bought it from, where did I buy it? HSN. And it's Crafter's Companion. I only paid like $20 for it. It's like the Tim Holtz one, but it was cheaper. All right, I think I'm going to use my finger. Or do I want to use, I think I'm going to use my finger. All right, here we go. We're going to finger paint. And I like to blend the colors into each other, too. Let me put the brown in a couple of places. This is how I usually do it. Can you use a brush? Yeah. And I might start using a brush in a minute. We'll see. I start seeing how things are going, and then I adjust. And then I make adjustments. But I really like to make sure I rub the color, like this coppery color, into the brown so that there's not like a major demarcation line. Like I blend it into the brown a little bit. Not to cover it, but you know, just so that there's like a blend. So there's like a blend, you know. Okay, I'm going to start some gold here in a second. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far. Now I'm going to start blending some gold in. And I will check the chat in a second. I think the gold is what really brings things out. Well, what really brings things out is when I put this turquoise color on there. That's what really brings things out. I just think a nice little smear is just what the doctor ordered for this type of work. A nice smear. And we need to break up some of this. Okay, I need a little bit more of this. And you just keep adding until you like things. Love it. I'm going to get this all down and then I'll do the sides in a second. So this is what it's looking like. All right, now I'm going to add the, let me wipe my finger off. I'm going to add the teal. And the teal, I think I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to use a real stiff brush. Just like a nice old nasty stiff brush. I'll probably still use my fingers. Yeah, look. So this is nothing nobody else can't do. This is easy. This is easy. So what I'm trying to create is kind of like a fancy rusting. So it looks like this has been rusted in the ground. But, I mean, nothing rusts this fancy, right? But our type of rusting is going to rust like this. Love it. I think that's all I will see. And I will check the chat here in just a second. So this is what we have. And then I'm going to go add some paint to the sides here. In fact, you know what? I'll come back to the sides. Let's let this dry. And let's go to the main piece here. I'll let that dry and then we'll do the sides. All right, let me look at chat real quick. It does pop with the green. Yeah, Adrian, it does. See, the green just really pops it. And it's a turquoisey green. I mean, they call it emerald green, but it's really turquoise, a turquoisey green. It's fabulous. I love it. Thanks, Janice. Yes, artsy girl. Smearing is a technical term. Thank you, Adrian. Yep, use a nasty old stiff brush. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie, did you just come on? Yes, Adrian, it does save on cleaning brushes. Okay. Okay, so let me continue on. So same MO. Same MO, just smear. Because I'm trying to create nature in the fanciest terms, right? Like kind of this old antique rusting thing. Well, none of it's perfect, right? When am I going to create anything perfect? I want everything to look like, like the one girl said, it looks like it's coming out of the ground. That's what I want. So we need to use our fingers, and that really just helps with that real natural look. Okay. Let's do some gold. That's what it looks like there. So it's kind of cool. Just every color you add just adds to it. All right, now let's add the teal. Now, I need to get a new baby wipe. That baby wipe is just drying up too much. All right, I need a new juicy baby wipe. Throw that one in the garbage. What time are we at? 3:21. Okay. And like I said, we'll just finish as much as we can today, and we'll probably end up finishing it up next week. Even that looks cool. See? Before we add the turquoise, that looks cool. The reason I like the scruffy brush does act like my fingers. So that's why I like a scruffy brush. It gives that unevenness like my fingers do. Fabulous. There we go. Next side. Ooh, we need some more of this raw umber. I'm really finding a lot of uses for these paints, these Master Touch paints from Hobby Lobby. I'm using them on my gel plate. I'm using them in my Finniabair art. Okay. Use a little bit of gold. Get that smearing in there. See, I think even that's really pretty. we're going to add the what I like about this greenish turquoise color is that it's like that color that when you see something rusting, it's like, to me, it reminds me of that color. That's why I like it. Okay, that looks good. Next side. Let me see what people are saying. I want one for my dresser for my jewelry. I'm going to buy one that looks something like, okay. Yeah, Rose, for sure. Look for a Christmas tin. Even a round one would be cool. Let's see. Don't forget if you have a question. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anybody's questions or anything. Thank you, Rose. Okay. Oops, just got some gold on my turquoise brush. No major. There we go. All right, so let's continue on. Let's continue on. Let's continue on with the smearing. And the reason I painted this black first, like I gessoed it black, I would gesso it something either black or white, but I did the black so that I was using all these deep, rich colors, and in case I didn't cover something, that black is in there. It'll match everything, so I don't have to be so precise about coverage with my paint or anything else. So that's why I used the black. And if some black comes through, that'll look good too. So okay. And then let me put that down. If I lean it on that other side, I might be in trouble. Okay, let's now put the gold in. Smear some gold in. Here and there. Smear some gold. Okay, that looks good. Now let's take and put some turquoise in there with my scruffy, nasty brush. I love to put a little on the top here like that because, you know, when things rust, isn't it always the first place you see some rust is on the it's on the edges. I'm gonna do another piece. I'm excited to do. I don't know if I'll be taping it or not, but I'll show it on my Facebook and I'll show it in the group next week, where I use where I do a real a light, like just one that looks very antique. So they'll be all very light colors, but it'll be very antique-y and still very grungy. And for the focal point for the lid, it's going to be a fairy. So it'll be cool. I'll try to make a video out of it. All right, see, I got too much turquoise in my opinion, so I'm going to rub some brown in here. Oh, that's too much brown. There we go. So like I said, just keep going until you're happy. That's all you got to do. Just do it till you're happy. There we go. That made me happier with that. So there's that. And then we have one more side and we're done with this. All right, let me see if there's any comments. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, when I put the pieces on here, that's when magic really starts. I love the pieces. Can't wait to put the pieces on. We're real close to that. Thanks, Rose. You think it looks like a sunset? Cool. This full video will stay posted on my... Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So we just got to do this last section here. And then I just have to go do this, put some color on the sides of the lid. I just wanted the lid to dry a little bit because the lid, I would just be getting my hands so messy. Messier than I already have them. Yeah. Okay. Is that enough brown? I don't know. We'll see. If not, we will add some more brown to it. Okay. All right, let's add a little gold. All right. Let's add a little bit of this. What I love is that I can watch myself. I love going live is I can watch myself right in my right on my iPad, so I can make sure I'm in frame. I know exactly what you guys are seeing. It's pretty cool. And there's that side. So all of our sides are done now. Okay, so let's go back to the lid and just add some color on the lid. Oh, I do got to add a little more brown down here, just a tiny bit. Because I hate wasting paint. Like I'm going to have to waste some of that. I don't have to waste it. I could put it into something else, but anyway, I hate wasting paint. That kind of drives me crazy. That's the only thing about these squeeze tubes. I can't put the paint back in there. But I could open up a journal and throw it in a journal. All right. These sides I'm being real haphazard about because it's the side, so. There's not that much area to deal with, so. All right. Add a little teal on the sides. All right, so we got the sides all done. Quick. So we'll let the the top is what I'm going to need to work with. We'll let that dry. We will dry this top really quickly because this is what we're going to add everything to, right? Right. All right. Let me wipe up my hands a little bit. We're gonna do a baby wipe up my hands. The mirror. Yeah, the iPad is my mirror. I love it. Okay, let's re-chat that paint, grab a piece of paper, and yeah, I'm going to throw it on something. Okay, I have a journal that I keep right here. I'll put it in the journal. I have this Jane Davenport journal. It's all about the destination. It's not about the destination, it's about the journal. Isn't this beautiful? I love Jane Davenport's work. So I just have a lot of stuff in here, and I will throw the paint in here. Because it sounds like people are going to go crazy if I start wasting paint. Like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting paint? I agree. Because this could be like another background, right? Oh, all I had was basically was the was a bunch of that coppery color. A little bit of brown. And there's none of that left, so okay, that was quick and easy. So we'll just kind of leave this on the side over here, kind of opened up halfway, so it doesn't completely close on itself. Okay, so let me clean up my mess here. We still need, oh, you know what? I don't need, oh, you know what I just did? Why did I do that, you guys? I'm so worried about not wasting paint. I still needed those colors. Because after I put these pieces on, I'm going to use those colors. Oh my goodness. Is that what somebody was trying to say to me? That was just stupid. Anyway. Yeah, I needed that paint for my pieces to paint these. What the heck am I doing? Anyway. Sometimes. Okay. Sometimes my head is up my you-know-what. Okay. All right. I'm going to rinse this brush out because I will be using all my little stiff brushes. I picked up a bunch of them to be coloring these in. Okay, so what I'm going to be using now is a flexible molding paste to glue these down. You can run these through a stencil to create like texture and design on something, but you can also use it to paste things down. So it's called flexible molding paste. It doesn't have to be flexible. You can just use molding paste, any brand of molding paste. And it really lays down the heavy objects like this. Okay. Is this dry enough? Yeah, it's dry enough. Okay. Paintbrush. Or actually, do I use a paintbrush or do I want to use this? Yeah, I'm not going to use a paintbrush. I'm going to use this thing. So we're going to put this piece down first. You can also use E6000. That's what I used to always use. But I was watching Finniabair, and when she does hers, she uses a flexible, it doesn't have to be flexible. She uses the molding paste. I didn't even know molding paste glued things down. I had no idea. But I had her molding paste. Again, I got it on sale when Michaels was clearancing out a bunch of her products. Last year or the year before. I think it was the year before. And that's where I saw the molding paste, one of her videos, and she said that she glues her stuff down with molding paste. I was like, oh, well, very good. I have some because I just got some on clearance at Michael's. And then I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby. But it's not the Finniabair brand. It's the Liquitex brand. Doesn't matter. what brand you get. Okay, so this is the piece that's going to go down first. Now, see how there's going to be some white, because this doesn't dry clear. It dries white, which I wish it dried clear. Some of them do dry clear, but not this one. We're going to go around with black and create a shadow, and then we'll also color that in. But at the end, after we build all this up, we will put a shadow around it, whatever white stuff shows. Plus, I want to put a little black shadow around it. It looks pretty cool to do that. Let me come down a little closer. There we go. Okay. What's next? What is next? All right, let me kind of build things up because I'm got to remind myself how I did this. Oh, I know what I need to do next. This piece. I believe this piece has to go next because then I have little bat wings that go here. And then this goes on top of here. And then the bat wings go like that. Yeah, okay. And I know it's a shame that I'm covering up this little beautiful frame, but this beautiful frame is what kind of flattens the center out enough that I can put this girl on here. Isn't that girl fabulous? Love it. Okay. I'm going to get a bunch of this down and then I'll check chat in about 5 minutes. Just let me get a lot of this down. Okay, so that goes down there. What goes next? I think the bat wings go next because then it's like a little puzzle. Because then this goes on top of these, or these just goes here. Just a second, let me work this out in my brain. Yeah, you know, they'll go on. I'll do this next, and then that goes on afterwards. Okay. I got it worked out. I feel like I'm frosting these pieces. Like I said, you can use E6000 if you want. But I was able to get this such a good deal on it last year that I bought a bunch of this too, because I knew I'd be doing this type of work. And also there's no smell. The E6000 is, whoo, that's some toxic stuff. I mean, I use E6000, of course, but it's nicer if you don't have to be smelling something like that. If you can help it. But I use E6000 too. I mean, you got to use whatever glue you got to use to glue down what you want to, what you need to glue down. So, but if I didn't use a molding paste, I would probably use E6000. Dollar Tree has their own version of an E6000. That would probably work too. Okay. I think this goes down next. No major. If I glue something down that I don't want glued down yet, this doesn't dry right away, so I'll be fine. I can take it off. Okay. I love doing this. Because like I said, it's another way of collaging. It's collage, but you do it with like pieces. I love it. I love it. It comes out so pretty. I remember I saw this I've been doing this Finniabair art for like probably 10 years, 12 years. I saw her do her stuff. And this is before she joined Finniabair, or before she joined, oh, it's not, her line's called Finniabair, but it's Prima. Prima's the one who's the company. Her line is called Finniabair, but Prima's the company that she works for. And before she worked for, I got to put some more glue on here. Before she worked for Prima, I was watching her, and she just, you know, do her own thing. She'd use jewelry bits, make her own molds. She'd just do whatever. She'd always be at thrift stores collecting all kinds of stuff. Broken jewelry bits. Okay. Okay, now this is a one of these gears. That's the word. Gears. That's what these are. Duh. This is one of those gears, but then I put a piece of jewelry. It's a gold piece of jewelry, like a sunflower, and I glue that on top of here. So that's what this is. And I'm going to put that at the top, I think. Well, I had that planned at the top. This is all this need to come down. I had this at the top, but maybe I won't be putting that at the top because now it doesn't fit. All right, let me put that down for a second until I see what the heck I'm doing. Okay, so those go on there, and that goes there. And these I had going here. Perfect. Okay, so let me glue these in here. And I'll check chat here in a second. I have to get this stuff glued in here. And the painting part's probably gonna have to wait till next week because we do need to let these dry. And I could use my dryer and try to dry it faster, but we're gonna run out of time, so that goes there. And any white glue you see, don't worry, it'll be painted over with the paints. So we don't have to worry about that. But any excess of glue that I see that I will wipe off. But I'm not too worried about, like I said, because I'm going to be, all this is going to be painted. Okay, then we have our, I wish I had both of them this size, but I don't. So one's going to be bigger than the other. No major. I don't know. Let me look at the time situation when I get these all glued down. And we'll see if we have time to let this dry, time to blow dry it, use the blow dryer on it and dry it. I don't know. Okay. Alrighty, and then, okay, I have something that looks a little garish, but you can see it's a little skull head. It's on the same thing as the bat wings. So I had put I'm just going to put the skull head right here, and then this is like another like little gear. See, I'm going to put that like right here. And when you watch Finniabair, this is how she does things. She just builds things up like this, and it just comes out so cool. I belong to her Facebook group too. So if you want to see some cool stuff, join her Facebook group. And the girls on there, I share my stuff too. And everyone shares what they make, and the girls make just cool stuff. So does Finniabair herself. So for sure, go join that Facebook group. And then you can go to Finniabair here on YouTube and check out her stuff too. And you can check out her new line of products if you want to look at that. But like I said, if you want to do something like this, you do not have to mold. You don't have to mold you don't have to cast pieces in molds. You can just start looking through your stash of stuff at home. Look at jewelry bits, look at stuff that you've gotten from thrift stores, just all that little stuff. And you can create something cool on a tin. Now, this piece right here is going to go on the front of here. Okay, so this is what this looks like. Let me bring it down a little bit. Oh, that's going to fall. Let me bring my camera down. So this is what this looks like, all arranged. Now everything comes together when I put the paint, when I color it. And the same colors that I used in here is what I'll use on this. And it really comes together. Just as a reminder, the colors will look, I'll use the same colors I used on this one. So it'll look like something like this. I used some different pieces on here, but similar. But the colors, these same colors is how I'll do the colors on that piece over there. Oh. Now this part here, isn't that cool? I want to go on the front of the box. Is this dry enough? No. You know what? It's dry enough on this side. Okay. I want this to go on the front of the box here. Isn't that going to look cool? I don't have this piece on my other one that I just showed you, but I'm going to mold another piece so I can do this because I think it looks fabulous. So let's spread on the frosting. So I feel like I'm spreading on frosting. I haven't checked chat for a little bit. I'll check here in just a second. Oh! I just dropped that thing and it landed on my pants. All right, let me just wipe my pants off because I don't want molding paste on my spandex. Get that off there quickly. All right, I saved my spandex. All right, let me grab the knife too. Let me clean up my mess. All right. All right, so we got this piece here. And this piece definitely is going to have to dry. All right, let's bring this back. Yeah, this is the only piece that didn't work. I don't know if I decided not to use it or if I didn't leave room for it. I'm not sure. Just a second. Let me get a baby wipe for my hands because they are just, my hands are gooked up. All right, let me read chat here. Man, it's hard to believe that it was 61 degrees here today. It was 61 where you live? I live in Las Vegas, and I think it was 60. I think it was like close to 70 actually today. I have not been outside. Believe it or not. Okay, is everyone subscribed? Hit the bell. Thank you, Artsy Girl. Adrian, you dig skulls? Cool. Did you see earlier the molding forms that I have? They're all, I'll show them again. I don't know if you saw them. Did you see the molds I have? They have skulls and they have bat wings. Did you see those? And they have bones. Got to smear those bat wings. Thanks, Janice. She said my bat wings are cool. Everyone loves the bat wings. Yes, it's like frosting a cupcake for sure. It balances the other pieces. Flexible molding paste, any brand. Yeah, flexible molding paste, any brand is fine. Any brand. The first time I ever used it, I used Finniabair's molding paste. And then I used all that up. And then I used all that up, and then I got the deal on the stuff I have now. I'm just trying to read everything. Okay. Yes, Archie Girl, save the spandex for sure. Okay, so you guys, because we're already at 4 o'clock, can you guys believe time just, when I do these things, time goes quick. I guess I'm glad that I did go ahead and use up my paint, because I'm not going to be able to paint this. So what we'll do, we'll wait until next week. We'll let this dry, and which will be better not to force this to dry, because this is a lot. Look, we collaged a whole bunch of stuff on here, right? So we'll let this dry, and I won't paint this until next week. And next week we'll paint this, and we will paint this here. Okay, let me make sure that's on here straight. Just a second, I'm looking at it again. It looked like it was crooked. Okay, and then we'll paint this, and it'll all go together. So I thought maybe it would take two going live twice to finish it up, but it won't, to do the painting part will take probably 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll also do another project next week too. So I'll plan on finishing this up, and then we'll have a new project. So all right, we're gonna do the giveaway. Let me clean myself up real quick, because if I don't clean myself up, I will be in a mess here. I will be in a mess. Thank you, Rose. Okay. Sorry about that noise. I just want to get any wet paint off of my mat, because I want to put the giveaway stuff down, and I don't want it to get all painty. All right. We should be good to go now. Let's just make sure with my baby wipe. Well, I guess I'm going to perfectly clean this mat. Just a second. I didn't plan on perfectly cleaning it, but that's what's happening. That's what I like with this mat, though, that I can just clean my mess up. It saves my table and time. All right. So, cleaned all that up. Let's do the giveaway. Hey, Queen's Life, how you doing? You came just in time for the giveaway. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Lorna. That was very sweet of you. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, so let's do the giveaway. What do we have for giveaways? Oh, and the people who won last week, I just got your stuff out. Let's just say this, you guys. My husband ends up having to mail stuff out too for his business. So So I usually don't get to the post office until the end of the week, Thursday or Friday. So I just got your stuff out. So, yeah. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, so we're gonna give away February. This is January's. You know, let me come up. Try to come up a little more. I'm always give away my printables. So I have January's kit. Make sure you guys can see. This is January's kit. Just go through it really quick. So you can win this. You can choose this if you win. These are jelly prints. And also some stuff sometimes I draw on my jelly prints. Like this, this is a jelly print and my intuitive writing. Sorry for those of you who've seen this a million times, but there's people who haven't seen it. So that's my printable kit. This was all done on this was done on the jelly plate, but then I also took all the jelly prints and I collaged them. So this is also my collage. So this makes great collage paper. You can use it for junk journals, art journals, collaging, whatever you want to use it for. I use it for collages and for my mixed media backgrounds. This is kit number 2. This is February's kit, or kit number 2. These are Coco Pellies. This is a jelly print, and then I hand drew all of these Coco Pellies. This is just a cool jelly print. Isn't that cool? This is, I call it Languages from Around the World. I collaged all this, but this is my own intuitive writing mixed with some Asian writing, Asian here, and then some Arabic writing here. This is jelly prints. These are both jelly prints with my intuitive writing. Okay. Again, another jelly print with my intuitive writing. These are circles that I created. These are really cool. They look like the same, but they're not. They're 2 different colors in the background. This is another one that looks like it, but it's red in the background. This is just the numbers. This is all done on my jelly plate. This is all in black and white cursive on my jelly plate. And then more circles. But this one's done with numbers in the center instead of the letters. So, they look similar, but they're not. They're all different. Every single one is different. It's either a different color, or it's numbers, or it's handwriting. Okay, so that's February's kit, or number 2. Kit number 2 or February. Okay, so you can win that. Oh, that paint's dry. It's like, oh my God, what's that paint right there? Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, these wall tiles, I still have these. So this would be wall tile set number 1, and you can make texture plates out of these. If you don't know how to make texture plates out of these, go to my video on my channel and I'll show you how to make texture plates. It's very, very, very simple. And I have one more set that I'll give away for today. So you can either have set 1 or set 2. Okay? You need 1.5. So I'll be giving you 1.5, not another full one. And that makes a texture plate. So either set 1 of texture plate or set 2. You can have these as a gift. These really cool vintage stickers. The Creative Coloring Animal Coloring Book. Or this one called Color the Seasons. These are all adult coloring books. They're really cool. Or this one, etchings. That one's like drawings. They're really, really cool, like hand drawings. I like them. And what else is there? I had one more thing. Yeah, one more thing. Or, what is this? Oh, it's another coloring book. Sorry. Or this coloring book called Animal World. Or this right here. This is a pad of paper, and a pad of paper, and then also the small pad of paper that's actual paper pad. Just a little small paper pad. I think get 3 or 4 sheets of each. Kind of vintagey. Okay. All right. So let me get a pen and paper. And how many people do we have? 13? Okay. So we're going to choose numbers 1 through 13. Don't do it yet. Let me write a number down. Okay. So it's number 1 through 13. Everyone choose number 1 through 13. Go. Okay, Rose, you got it. It's number 8. I just yell out for the first person that gets the number. So, okay, that's it for that one, you guys. Rose got it. It was number 8. See? Number 8. So, Rose, what do you want? So I hope no one gets upset. It's just the first person to for the first person that gets the number, even if you didn't put a number up yet, I'm sorry. That's the person that wins it. So anyway, Rose, what did you want to get for your winnings? I'm just waiting for Rose to let me know what she wants. Texture plate number 1. Okay, so let me. You want this text? You want this one? Texture plate 1. Okay, very good, Rose. Okay, I'm just putting your your name and this and a paper clip and so that I don't mess up. There we go. So this is how I keep track of everything. So there we go. Paper clipped, it's all together. And I make sure that gets to you. Okay. So let's do it again one more time. We'll choose another winner. Let me write a number down. Okay. Let's do 1 through 11. Go. Okay. Janice, you got it. Number 5. Janice, you're the luckiest person on earth. I swear. So Janice got it. It was number 5. There it is. I swear Janice wins every week. Janice, are you psychic? Okay, so Janice, what did you want? What do you want? Also, Janice, because you want a lot of things, let me just show you one other thing if you want. I have this pencil bag. I don't know if you want this or not, but and this is a gel lamp for your nails, for gel nail polish, and it goes in here. So that's another prize. All right, let me know, Janice, what you want. The paper pad. Okay, Janice, you get the paper pad and you get this and this. So you get this paper pad and that came with it. So you get both. Okay. So let me put your name in that. So here's your name here, number 5, right in here, and this is for you. Okay. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for playing along and keeping me company and joining my channel. Good choice. I would have chosen the paper pad as well. Queen's Life. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys all next Sunday at 2 o'clock Pacific time again. And we will finish up this Christmas tin, this altered Christmas tin, and have a new project, okay? All right, you guys. See you guys next week. Bye. Thank you to my Janice and to Artsy Girl for being my what are you guys? I'm gonna call you guys monitors. Whatever. You guys know what you are. Thank you, C Rose. Thank you, everyone. All right. Talk to you guys next week.